Good morning, respected CEO, principal, teachers, and my dear students. On December 7, 1949, the Armed Forces Flag Day was established in our country to honor the soldiers who have sacrificed their lives for us. They are the pillars of our nation and are responsible for protecting its citizens. Flag Day brings to the forefront our commitment of looking after our war-disabled soldiers, Veer Naras, and family of Maters who have sacrificed their lives for the country. So, let's greet the day with our open arms and get ready to remember the Almighty Creator of the whole universe. I would like to invite Abel John for the school prayer.
Father of all mercies, I offer you my studies and other duties. Bless our institution, our teachers, and our students. May the school always be the home of truth, wisdom, faith, and excellence. Help me to build the whole community. Inspire me to choose good and follow truth. Kindly lead and bless us on the way. Amen.
Thank you, Abel. Next, I'd like to call upon Ashria for the prayer song.
A reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 1 to 4. May God arise, may his enemies be scattered, may his foes flee before him. May you blow them away like smoke, as wax melts before the fire. May the wicked perish before God, but may the righteous rejoice before God and be glad. May they be joyful and happy. Sing to him, sing in praise of his name. Extol him who rides on the clouds. Rejoice before him, his name is the Lord. Praise be to God.
A pledge is an oath to fulfill our duties, so I'd like to invite Sarah Sobel Matthew for the pledge.
India is my country, and all Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give respect to my parents, teachers, and elders and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sarah. Knowledge of things and knowledge of the words for them grow together. If you do not know the words, you can hardly know the thing. Next, I'd like to call upon Erin Bobby for the vocabulary word of the day.
Today's vocabulary is legion. It means vast number of people or things. In Malayalam, it is Sainyam. Hindi, Sena. In French, it is Legion. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Now, I'd like to call upon Aparna for the poem.
एक सैनिक ने क्या खूब कहा है, किसी गसरे की खुशबू को महकता छोड़ आया हूँ, मेरी नन्ही सी चिड़िया को चहकता छोड़ आया हूँ, मुझे छाती से अपनी तू लगा लेना ए भारत माँ, मैं अपनी माँ के बाहों को तरसता छोड़ आया हूँ. जय हिंद.
Thank you, Aparna. News is the first draft of history, so I'd like to invite Anna George for today's news headlines.
Very good morning to all. Welcome to the Choose News. I am Anna George from 7A. Breaking news. New Delhi, a delegation of West Bengal BJP leaders will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday demanding the implementation of the Citizenship Act in the state. Omicron variant was detected in South Africa. International news. 23 countries across the world have reported cases of the highly mutated Omicron COVID-19 variant. COVID Omicron variant. India will review reception of regular international flights. Sports news. Cristiano Ronaldo has hit back at the edge of France. Football who claimed the Manchester United forward's only ambition is to retire with more Ballons d'Or than Lionel Messi. The Portuguese, who has won the prestigious accolade 5 times, took to the social media on Monday to refute the claims made by Pascal Ferry, who spoke to the New York Times ahead of the 2021 awards. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anna. I'd like to invite Angela to present the drawing for us.
My name is Angela and I'm from grade 8A. I drew this picture about Armed Forces Flag Day. Armed forces who sacrifice all their comforts. Armed forces who give up on their lives' needs. Our support to keep moving on. Happy Indian Armed Force Flag Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Your art is truly impressive. Now I'd like to call upon Shiva to show us a small video presentation of Armed Forces Day.
Today, 7th December, is observed as the Armed Forces Flag Day throughout the country to honor the martyrs and the men in uniform who valiantly fought and continue to fight on our borders to safeguard the country's honor. The day also reminds the citizens to care for the living heroes who were either wounded in action or retired at a fairly young age. Let us honor, salute, and acknowledge the Indian Armed Force and their families to sacrifice their lives and happiness to keep us happy and safe.
Thank you, Shiva. Next is our guest speaker's message. Our guest speaker is Colonel Ken V. Achari. Colonel Ken V. Achari joined the Indian Army in the year 1975 at the age of 17. He was commissioned into the Army Air Defense in 1984, a highly technical arm operating various air defense radars, guns, and missile systems, and retired in October 2014 in the rank of a colonel. He has a vast practical experience of over 40 years, leading soldiers during war situations and in peacetime with respect to command, control, and their leadership, personality development, and welfare, including the welfare of their families. During Operation Bajrang and Operation Rhino in northeastern states against Bodo and ULFA extremists from 1989 to 1991, he was at the control headquarters responsible to monitor activities, collate information, and passing instructions to the concerned deployed troops. He was also responsible for monitoring Chinese Army activities across the border and to submit assessments to Army headquarters in New Delhi. During Operation Rakshak, he was engaged in Punjab internal security operations against Khalistan extremists and to conduct state elections in 1992. During Operation Vijay, cargo operation in 1999, he was in charge for air defense protection of a forward Air Force base of about 97 square meters near to the border, housing more than 100 fighter planes and assets worth thousands of crores, and remained deployed for 5 months. During Operation Pakram, post-Parliament attack during 2001 and 2002, he was overall responsible for air defense protection of 2 forward Air Force bases and 2 Air Force radar sites in Gujarat, very close to Pakistan, and remained deployed for 10 months and took active participation in several internal security operations. He was stationed at Bhuj, Gujarat, the epicenter of the deadly earthquake, when it shook us on 26th of January 2001 and took about 37,000 lives, and actively directed and led teams for rescue and rehabilitation of thousands of earthquake victims. He has also been Chief Security Officer for almost 2 years in a leading defense R&D operation in Bangalore. He was solely responsible for ensuring the security of the Parliamentarian Standing Committee for Defense, consisting of 32 parliamentarians, during the complete entourage when they visited DRDO establishments in Bangalore on the 1st and 2nd of January 2011. Now let me invite the highly esteemed Colonel Ken V. Acharya from Pala for the guest speech.
Good morning, everyone. Respected CEO, Sri M. Kuriakose, sir, Principal, teachers, non-teaching staff, all students of Rajas International School, Kurichy, Kottayam, and the parents, good morning once again. I, as a veteran soldier, it gives me immense pleasure and pride, and I am humbled and grateful to you all for giving me an opportunity to be part of your celebration of Indian Armed Forces Flag Day and for giving a message on this auspicious day today. I am a soldier who rose from a sepoy to the rank of colonel in the Indian Army. I have put in almost 40 years of distinguished service and actively participated in Operation Bajrang and Operation Rhino in the northeastern sector against Bodo and Ulfa extremists during 1989 to 91, in the Kargil operations in Punjab border in 1999, in the Operation Parakram post-parliament attack in 2001-2002, and also was posted in Bhuj, Gujarat, the epicenter of the deadly earthquake when it shook us on 26 January 2001 and took almost 37,000 lives, and was actively involved in the rescue and rehabilitation operations. Today is the day to celebrate and rededicate ourselves to the welfare of our soldiers and their families of all three services, Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, being the Indian Armed Forces Flag Day. The Indian Armed Forces Flag Day, or the Flag Day of India, a day dedicated to India towards the collection of funds from people of India, is for the welfare of the Indian Armed Forces personnel. It has been observed annually in India on December 7 since 1949. Over the years, it has become a tradition to commemorate this day as an honor to the soldiers, sailors and airmen of India. Thousands of soldiers made supreme sacrifice, securing our borders of our motherland and its freedom from any and every external force, thereby ensuring peaceful atmosphere all throughout for the citizens of India. You may be wondering, we are already enjoying freedom granted by the Constitution. Yes, the Constitution grants us freedom in the form of fundamental rights, not the freedom that we got from the clutches of British. Just think about the terrorist attacks and lives we lost in some parts of India. This is the enemy activities being sponsored from the foreign soil to imbalance our life, development and even existence. It's our soldiers who save us from all these atrocities so that it becomes very conducive for us to live comfortably and peacefully. Therefore, we cannot forget the sacrifices made by our soldiers and must be indebted to them forever. In view of this, whatever we can do in turn for their welfare, it will be too less. But let's do at least this, that we contribute some help, whatever possible, in welfare of the soldiers and their families. This is the reason a day has been fixed as 7 December for all of us to contribute and to commemorate this armed forces flags we wear with pride and use stickers. You may be aware of the Kargil War, which took place from 26 May to 26 July 1999. You also would have heard about Captain Vikram Batra, who made supreme sacrifice during the war. He was on leave in May 1999 when he was recalled to join the battalion 13 J&K Rifles in Jammu and Kashmir. His relatives, friends and colleagues dissuaded him, but he went back to his battalion saying that he, although on leave, was responsible for lives of his subordinate soldiers and he must return, and it was his duty to safeguard the motherland. He also said that he would recapture the Indian post by killing these Pakistanis and unfurl the tricolour there. Else, he would come back wrapped in it. He, along with his company, captured 2 posts, unfurled tricolour there, but due to grave injuries, he succumbed to them. He was awarded the highest gallantry award, Paramvir Chakra, posthumously. Look at the bravery, courage, conviction, dedication, determination, decisive actions, and the kind of leadership he displayed. His integrity and loyalty just remained focused only to safeguard and secure the motherland. Let's think for a while, why all this? When the military officers pass out on commissioning, besides swearing in and taking oath, they take a pledge too. That is, the safety, honor, and welfare of my country come first, always and every time. The honor, welfare, and comfort of the men I command come next, and my own ease, comfort, and safety come last, always and every time. This is their selfless duty, responsibility, and commitment towards our motherland, and they don't shirk their responsibilities. Therefore, they do it even at the cost of their life. Similarly, Grenadier Yogendra Yadav, with hardly 3 years of service then, who belonged to 18 Grenadiers, had shown exemplary bravery and courage and turned the battle into our victory. His actions, despite sustaining grave injuries, helped in capturing the Tiger Hill, which put a stop in the entire battle. He was also awarded the highest bravery award, the Paramvir Chakra. You may be aware that soldiers stay thousands of kilometers away from their families, but they display utmost dedication, valor, and bravery to ensure safety of our motherland. Thousands of soldiers laid down their lives in selfless service to our country. In 1948 war with Pakistan, we lost 1,104 soldiers and had 3,154 wounded. In the war with China in 1962, we lost 88 soldiers and had 163 wounded. In the 1965 war with Pakistan also, we had 2,735 martyrs and 8,225 wounded. Then during the Indo-Pak war in 1971, we had 90 martyrs, 252 wounded and 17 missing. In the Kargil war in 1999, we suffered 527 lives, 1,363 wounded and 1 prisoner of war. We had also lost life of many soldiers fighting terrorists. They all have served selflessly for the motherland and to secure our lives. They gave their day for our tomorrow. Now you tell me, aren't they the real heroes and patriots who let us sleep peacefully in our homes? And this is the reason we must step out at least to contribute for welfare and well-being of our savior soldiers and their families. We must celebrate this day with our chest broadened with pride and say, we are the Indians and we are proud of our soldiers and we may continue our contribution unabated. Dear students, you are the future of our great nation and be sure that the brave Indian soldiers will secure all of us from all external atrocities and give us peace at home, and so we are morally duty bound and responsible for them. Let us rededicate ourselves to the welfare of our soldiers and their families on this Armed Forces Flag Day. I would also like you to study well, develop excellent personality, and become good, responsible citizens of India and serve the nation in whatever capacity you can. Wish you all the very best. God bless. Thank you. Good luck to you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Colonel K.N.V. Acharya, for your informative speech. Now I'd like to invite Jis, Jess, and Jenny for a small skit.
Papa, our beloved son Prashant, who is in armed force, he is coming today for a short visit.
It's great. Wonderful. We must give him a rousing welcome.
Go and get his favorite dishes.
Okay, dear. I will just order now.
Oh yes, he is home.
How was your journey? Is any programs at on the borders with Pakistan?
Yes, Papa, it is always there.
And we are on our toes to defend our country. Mom, I'm feeling angry.
Okay, let us have food.
Okay, sir. Oh, sorry, Mama, there are some issues at the border. So I have to rush back. The duty of the nation is calling me back. See you soon. Pray for me and all soldiers who defend the country. Hello. He has sacrificed his life for defending our motherland. We are proud of our son. Jai Hind!
Thank you, children. Next, I would like to call upon Aditya and team for a video.
Let us honor, salute, and acknowledge the Indian Armed Forces and their families to sacrifice their lives and happiness to keep us happy and safe. Support our nation's heroes. Contribute towards Armed Force Flag Day Fund, managed by Kendriya Sainik Board, Ministry of Defense.
I'd like to call upon Tanmay and Tasmai for a patriotic dance.
सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो, चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हमने कहा है तुम कहो
Now I'd like to invite Mrs. Minnie George for the teacher's talk.
Good morning to one and all. Respected CEO, respected principal, my dear colleagues, and our beloved students. The Armed Forces Flag Day, or the Flag Day of India, is a day dedicated to Armed Forces of India towards collection of funds from people of India for the welfare of armed forces personnel. It has been observed annually in India on 7th December since 1949. Over the years, it has become a tradition to commemorate this day to honor the soldiers, sailors, and airmen of India. Flag Day gains more significance as it aims to instill in every Indian that it is our responsibility to take care of the families and dependents of the armed forces personnel who defend our motherland. On this day, all the three branches of the Indian Armed Forces arrange a variety of shows, carnivals, dramas, and other entertainment programs to showcase to the general public the efforts of their personnel to ensure national security. Throughout the country, small flags and car flags in red, deep blue, and light blue colors representing the three services are distributed. So, let us salute and learn to respect our brave warriors who have dedicated their lives for defending our country. Wishing a happy Armed Forces Flag Day to all. Jai Hind.
I'd like to call upon Mr. Johnson Verghese for the principal's talk.
Dear CEO Sir, teachers and my dear students, we have been celebrating Armed Forces Flag Day every year on December 7th since 1949. Its beginning was to raise funds for the welfare of the soldiers. As you know, we have a mighty force who are committed to protect our country. We sleep peacefully at night because they stay awake. We celebrate our festivals in a solemn way because they are willing to sacrifice their pleasures. We can demonstrate our liberty because they guard us. They never mind serving in the desert or frozen areas of the Himalayas or the marshy lands or dense forests. We should salute them and their families. How many of them surrendered their lives for this cause? We bow our heads with respect. Dear children, it's a great honor to be an officer in the armed forces. Whatever the discipline you pursue, there is opportunity for you to serve in the armed forces. Dream to serve our nation in a special way. Think about it. Set your goals accordingly and strive for it. Wish you all the best.
It is our duty to not only show our admiration for the martyrs and the living heroes who were wounded while doing their duties, but also their families who have been a crucial part of the sacrifice. It is the collective duty of every citizen of our country to make their unstinted and voluntary contribution towards providing care for our heroes. Thank you and have a nice day.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता।